Well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself because I'm kind of back to faint recommends again.
Oh,
So
okay.
a manga I think I had done this as my thing of the week ages and ages ago. My Hero Academia Vigilantes has finally wrapped up.
Okay.
The reason I use the word finally is, well, I'll get into what the premise is. For
Mm.
those who didn't see that ancient review, basically, if My Hero Academia is X-Men, My Hero Academia Vigilantes is like Spider-Man. Uh, Generally smaller street level heroism because these aren't official heroes. This is this is a bunch of you've got the Crawler, who everyone calls Crawler because they misheard his name. Pop, that's just name Pop. She's a
Pop.
idol who has jumpy powers.
All right.
Crawler has can slide along the ground. Basically, he can emit energy from his fingertips, and the way he figures out at first how to use it is he can just slide along the ground like he's like it's made of oil, but he has like pinpoint precision with when he stops and everything.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of a unique power, and it kind of gives him a Spider-Man-y air because he can also move up walls and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
And then you've got his teacher back here who, dang, I don't have the volume with me right now because I lent it to a friend. What's
Oh.
Oh, 1 second. It's not fisticuffs, but it's something similar. Vigilantes plot.
Yeah.
Uh, Knuckle Duster. That's it. I knew it had to be cooler than fisticuffs. Anyways, yeah,
Yeah.
Knuckle Duster, who turns out in the later series to be a former big hero who actually had his superpowers stolen for him by All for One.
Okay. Yeah.
Knuckle Duster, not Knuckle Buster. Uh,
Close, Ninja.
yeah. Uh, so what I will say is that the series overall has highs and lows. There's like an initial start, and even in the last volume, the writer was commenting that what everyone seems to remember about the series is the early days with Crawler and Pop and Knuckle Duster as like the main three characters, just having hero of the week type things or villain of the week type things.
Yeah.
Um, and then Knuckle Duster gets removed from the series for a bit. And
Mm.
so then they introduce a bunch of new characters who some of them are interesting, some of them not so much. There's definitely a lot of filler background characters. It's something I've noticed that that comics and manga can do that a prose novel can't is just cram in a bunch of characters who don't need a lot of screen time or definition to be distinctive because you just draw them a particular way. Yeah. Oh, they're the triplets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, I would say that the series overall has a little bit of a slow burn. I seriously, the last 3 or 4 volumes, which came out over the course of the last year and a half or so, I kept thinking, oh, this has got to be the last volume, right? This has got to be the last volume, right? Because he has a very long and drawn out fight, like multi-volume fight with the
Mhm.
main villain of the series, who, if you know anything about My Hero Academia, he's basically a prototype Nomu, the artificial villains with the exposed brains,
Oh yeah, those guys. Yeah, I remember
but
them.
more tragic and more bitter about his tragic life. Like, and he's actually sapient instead of
Okay.
just being basically a fleshy robot.
Mm. All right.
Um, and at a certain point, it's like, okay, Crawler, I get that you're a superhero in the Spider-Man vein, but at a certain point, just shoot to kill, you idiot. Do you know how many people you're putting in danger right now?
Yeah. Jeez. Oh.
Because his powers actually develop in a really cool way where he's able to, project energy bolts to fly and shoot energy bolts and like so power that like he had a power that basically would never let him be a real hero from a hero academy
Oh. Yeah.
because he was just seen as it's just well, why would we want to develop this power? Well, it turns out there was a lot of power there to develop.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So it's kind of nice that way. His real name is Koichi. Koichi's a likable kid. Uh,
Hmm.
you root for him. He's kind of Peter Parkery.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Ninjas is it's me with the final arc of My Hero Academia.
So maybe it's congenital to the series. Anyway,
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I'm way behind on the main series, so this is what I've been reading the whole way along.
Yeah.
But I got to say, overall, it's a fine read. 15 volumes isn't too much of an investment time wise.
Yeah.
Um, if you like I would say even if you don't like My Hero Academia, it's interesting. If you haven't read the main series, though, they do have a few volumes where they go into the backstory of some of the teachers, which that itself is kind of interesting in places.
Okay.
Like you find out more about what Eraser's deal is.
Yeah. What about Midnight?
She is also in there quite a bit.
Okay. Okay.
Um, yeah, a lot of fan service with her when she's around. So that's
Oh, yeah.
I don't. I often forget to talk about the art in these comics. The artist here, Betancourt, very nice.
Hmm,
Uh,
very good.
uh, like good at drawing action, good at drawing the characters, good at, like I said, drawing a whole bunch of background characters, giving him with minimal writing and characterization, and making them distinct enough that I more or less remember who they are months and months apart. Yeah.
Hmm,
And just a lot of fun little visual references to like Marvel comics and things like that.
yeah, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I'll give this one like a B overall. Like the ending kind of overstays its welcome. It's the type of thing where I might not even notice it if I were to just sit down and reread the series because I wouldn't be going, Volume 12. Boy, this feels like it's wrapping up soon. Volume 13. This has got to be the end, right? Volume 14. Huh, I'm getting suspiciously close to the last page and this doesn't look like it's ending yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so overall recommend.
Okay. Yeah, I may check that out. I mean, yeah, 15 volumes. That's not very long. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
perfect for a spinoff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.